What's going on, my fellow Digidorks? It's good mate Tro here. Today, I'm going to show you a new deck from EX-04, the Alliance Bunny deck, which I absolutely hate. Why do I hate this deck? Well, it made the new Joggerus deck, which I absolutely love to play, look like garbage. This deck is so fast, they just bring out their Lotmons and Terriermons, especially Terriermon Assistant. They get that out and then Digivolve over another Terriermon or Lotmon with Terriermon, 2 over a Lotmon or Terriermon. And then while they're doing their alliance thing, they suspend that, which gives that extra DP, and then they can Digivolve thanks to this freaking inheritable. It's bull, man. Anyways, here's the deck list and strategy guide. Enjoy.
Like a Digimon, Digivolving up to a champion, searching out my megas cause I'm breaking hard, gaining memory, check security, my strategies will make sure you a master of your Digi-Destiny.
First up on our deck list, Digitama. We have 4 copies of Kokomon. 4 Digitama is all you need for this deck. It's quite a fast deck, and your turn once per turn when an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. That'll come up a lot thanks to the Alliance effect in your deck. On to level 3s, we're going to be running 4 copies of Terriermon. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 2-color green card and 1 tamer card with Henry Wong in its name among them to your hand. The rest goes to the bottom of the deck. And 4 copies of Lotmon, which does practically the same thing. 1 2-color green card and 1 tamer card with Shuchong Wong in its name among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of the deck in the order, both with the same Alliance inheritable. Then 4 copies of Terriermon Assistant, again with the Alliance inheritable. This is a very important card for the deck. Your turn, when an effect suspends this Digimon, one of your Digimon gets 4,000 for the turn. So just adding to that Alliance effect there, really powerful. And we've got 2 copies of the Floodgate Terriermon. Always handy, especially when using Terriermon deck, you might as well have him in there. Alright, onto the level 4s. We have 4 copies of Terurimon with the Alliance effect. When you attack, you can suspend another one of your Digimon to give this one security +1 for the turn. We've got 3 copies of Rapidmon from BT8. He's an Armored Purge. I thought it'd just be handy to have him in here. We do run quite a few Tamers in the deck, so and he Digivolves 3 from a Terriermon, and a lot of good DP reducing power there. And we've got 3 copies of Black Gargamon. Again, with the Alliance effect, very powerful in this deck. On to our level 5s. Pretty simple lineup. We have 4 copies of Antilamon, again with the Alliance effect, but with this one, at the end of the attack, if you survive the attack, which you generally will, if you use the Alliance effect properly, you can end up swinging in for at least 16 heaps of DP. And if you survive the attack, you get to recover 1 if you have 3 or fewer cards in your security. Very handy. And then 4 copies of Black Rapidmon with the Alliance effect, similar to Antilamon's effect, end of attack. We get to Digivolve one of our opponent's Digimon, so very powerful. On to our level 6s, we have 4 copies of Terubimon, again with Alliance, and then when Digivolving and when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3,000 for the turn for each of your suspended Digimon, which there'll be quite a few on board once you get up to your Megas. And we've got 2 copies of Terubimon, again with Alliance. And when Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon and one of your level 5 or lower Digimon gain on deletion. You may play this card without paying the cost. Really handy just for keeping your bodies on board there and keeping the pressure on your opponents. And lastly, we've got 1 copy of Black Mega Gargamon. End of turn once per turn till the end of your opponent's turn. 2 of your green or black Digimon gain blocker and reboot. And all turns once per turn. When another Digimon becomes suspended, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So pretty powerful, works well for the deck, but I only put 1 in there because he's not exactly necessary compared to the Cherubimons. Alright, onto our Tamers. We got 4 copies of Henry Wong and Shuchong Wong. Start your main phase, if you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, you may play a Terriermon or Lotmon from your hand without paying the cost. And Digimon played by this effect can't Digivolve and delete it till the end of your opponent's turn, but it works in fine with your Alliance effects. And then your turn, when one of your Digimon with Terriermon or Lotmon with Digivolve, you can suspend this Digimon to reduce the cost by 1. And then we've got 2 copies of Henry Wong. He's our memory setter, and then your turn, when you attack with Digimon with Gargamon or Rapidmon in its name, you may suspend this tamer to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. pretty powerful there, just to get around the blockers. And then we've got 2 copies of Shu Chong Wong. On play, you may play a Lopmon from your hand without paying its memory cost. And start of your turn, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, draw 1. I just thought this would be handy, and it does come up in the searches. Now, onto our option cards. We're only running 3. We've got 3 copies of Heaven's Judgment. This card is ridiculous in this deck. While you have a green Digimon or Tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. And then main, activate the effect below. For each color your Digimon have, activate it again. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -6,000 for the turn. So depending what Digimon you have on the board, we have quite a few colors in this deck, I think 4 I believe. You can delete up to 24,000 on the board, which is absolutely insane. Alright, that's it for the deck list. Onto the strategy guide. Okay, Digibronies, the strategy of this deck is simple. Pretty much, you want to have some rookies and at least a level 4 in hand. And what would be really helpful is the Henry Wong and Shu Chong Wong Tamer. So if you got him in hand, I would just Digivolve into either. It'd be good if they have the Alliance inheritable, draw for Digivolving, and then I would just play Henry Wong and Shu Chong Wong. Now, come your next turn, even if they leave, if your opponent leaves you on 1 memory, all you got to do is draw for turn, you raise, start a turn. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon, you can play a Terriermon or Lopmon. Now, it has to be deleted at the end of the turn, but that doesn't matter, because you're just going to use him for the Alliance. And you don't have to pay the memory cost to play him. Now, Digivolve up into Terriermon, just 2 over a Lopmon or Terriermon in name, but you can suspend Henry and Shu to reduce it by 1. So it costs 1, draw, and then you swing in the attack using Alliance, suspending Terriermon Assistant. Now, when this Digimon gets suspended, it gets 4,000 to another Digimon for the turn. So not only that, but with Terriermon's Alliance inheritable, when Alliance suspends one of your Digimon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a 2-color green Digimon card in your hand for the cost. So as you're attacking with the Alliance, Digivolve into one of your level 5s. Oops, sorry, we'll go Black Rapidmon, which is 3 from a Gargamon, or a 2-color with green. And then you swing in for 2 checks at 12k, minusing 2,000, and again, don't forget to draw because one of your Digimon was suspended by an effect. And that's pretty much the play. You don't even really need your level 6s in this deck. You can absolutely smash through your opponent just with your level 5s. Alright, that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to comment what cards you would use in place of some of these cards. I know a lot of people would rather use Wendigomon over Black Gargamon. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Until next time.